What's up, everybody? Old Man Boxing. I've been telling y'all the longest time that Keith Thurman is scared of Errol Spence. And I'm going to put this interview on the Boxing Voice on his channel. I'm going to put it in the description box. And then you tell me yourself, the man admitted to ducking Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? So, I want to say this. Hey, look, I appreciate y'all subscribing to the channel. Do subscribe if you're not subscribed, and hit the bell icon so you can be notified for future videos. You know what I'm saying? Now, check this. I've been getting into it with a couple people, you know what I'm saying? Actually, it's more than a couple. It's probably about 20 people sitting up there giving Keith Thurman all these props. And I'm like, for what? You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, he did a little something, but in order for you to be the best, you got to beat the best. Now, look, I heard Keith Thurman admit, excuse me, y'all, about to burp. In that interview, he said, I ain't even gonna tell you what he said, just listen to him, you know what I'm saying? But he also talked about Pacquiao. Then he said keywords like this: if I win the fight, you know, Pacquiao's a legend. Where did the if come from? How did the if factor get in this? You know, I'm trying to figure that out. You talking about whooping his ass. Now all of a sudden you over here, you entertaining a small crowd of people. You know what I'm saying? And you just yip-yapping. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yo, man, look. Everybody knows how we grew up. That's a no-no, B. Pacquiao is old school. You disrespected him like he ain't nothing, like he ain't jack, like you just gonna walk over the man. That's the way Thurman is talking. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, yada yada yada. Okay, we hear you talking, but back to the Errol Spence thing. All y'all gotta do is look up Keith Thurman interviews and look how he react when you mention Errol Spence. Look, everybody knows who from the streets. And even if you ain't from the streets, if you know body language, mostly in the streets, you got to know body language. But anybody know when you mention somebody and all of a sudden they start blowing it off and coming up with all these excuses. You know what I'm saying? Oh, at first he needed a couple more years, you know, in order to be up there for Keith Thurman. He was talking about Errol Spence. He's like, well, he needed a couple more years behind himself before he fights me. And that's what Keith Thurman, and I'm paraphrasing, that's what Keith Thurman said. And then, all of a sudden, the 2 years is over. You done came back in, you know what I'm saying? And you doing your little philosophy talk like you always do. You know what I'm saying? And then, mention Errol Spence again. Oh, we got about another year. Well, I don't care what people say. You know what they say? Dude, you ain't got to care what we say. We care about what you say. You remember this? Don't duck me, son. Don't duck me, son. Remember that, Keith Thurman? That's what I'm saying, B. We go off of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? If you start off as a freight train and you ain't old, so you can't come up with I'm old now. You can't come up with that. You know what I'm saying? You come in like a freight train, and all of a sudden Errol Spence starting to get that light. You watching Errol Spence and you like, well, I don't know, man. You know that he looks pretty sharp. That's what I'm thinking he's saying. He might as well be saying it because you done admitted to ducking him. You know what I mean, Keith Thurman? You ducked him, B. But anyway, check this. Watch Keith Thurman videos. Watch his videos when they mention Errol Spence. Watch his body language, B. I'm telling y'all straight up. He's scared of the man. Now, I know a lot of y'all like to say, oh, a boxer scared of somebody. Nah, he's a boxer. He do that for a living. Man, get out of here with all that. He's a human being. He gonna be scared of somebody, B. I don't give a damn if you... George Foreman was a knockout artist, but even he admitted to being scared of freaking Joe Frazier, B. So what are y'all talking about? That's why I'm trying to say, yo, man, these dudes just be yapping. Now, I used to like Keith Thurman, but now you just going reckless with the talking, man. You talking way too much, B. You talking greasy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, how about you beat him first before you talk all this nonsense? And better yet, Why don't you get all hyped up? Keep that same energy when it comes to Errol Spence. He don't keep that energy. That's when it goes to, well, you know, he has to fight this. Your whole expression change. So who believes you? That's why ain't nobody really studying that fight like that, man. I mean, us boxing fans are amped up for the fight. But yo, for the most part, nobody really studying Keith Thurman, man. Nobody really studying you, B. And now you talking nonsense. Then what he gonna do after? Let's say he was to beat Pacquiao. Who he gonna fight after that? Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, people you fought already. How about you go in there with Spence? That's who we want to see you fight, Keith Thurman Spence. Since you this boxing guru, you got all this knowledge of boxing. You know what I'm saying? You know how to set people up. You know how to turn people in the ring. You use your jab. You use your uppercut. You got all the arsenal punches. Well, since you got all that, Errol Spence ain't up to par for you. Go ahead and show us that. Whoop him. We want to see that. We don't want to hear you mouthing, B. You know what I'm saying? That's like a major turn off, man. It's like, yo. You went from talking greasy to talking easy. Okay, when it comes to Errol Spence, but you'll talk greasy about Pacquiao all day. Oh yeah, he's old, he's this. You know what? I hope he dummy whopped the hell out your ass. Old Man Boxing signing out. Peace.